TNA Slammiversary 2024 is around the corner. Big surprises are planned and big things are going to happen. That's according to a few of the superstars. But Joe Hendry is in the TNA World Championship six-way elimination match. Get the belt on him. Take the belt off Moose, because Moose makes me want to tie a noose. He's not that good to anybody. But let's start off with the first bit of news regarding TNA Slammiversary. Well, Joe Hendry was talking about his appearances for NXT on the Chris Jericho podcast. He says, "We've got a while, but because of the working relationship, I feel like anything is possible. I'm very thankful to TNA management. Anytime. Not once have I gone to them with an opportunity, not once have they said no. I've gone to them and said, I think this would be great. They all support me. There was a time recently I went to TNA, they had some big matches for me coming out. I said, I want to go to Orlando, and I want to train with Ace Steel and Italian Tyson Kidd. I'm going to go. If you want to help me facilitate this, I would appreciate it. They said, what can we do to help? Whenever I've tried to invest myself, TNA has helped me to do that. They've been behind me all the way. They're very giving to the ideas and opportunities that present themselves. I really feel like anything is on the table." So, yeah, I mean, what I would say with Joe Hendry is you can clearly see this guy is a draw on the NXT clips. Everyone knows the song. Everyone knows the face these days. When I say everyone, I mean like within the wrestling bubble. I'm not talking about, your average fucking American or your average person on the planet. So, the guy is a draw at the end of the day. Not massively, but you understand my point. And it's like, it would make no sense for TNA to hold this guy back, because at the end of the day, he's going to get more exposure to that company, and that's what he's done. Now, he was actually asked about a match with John Cena, and he said, I really, with my whole heart, 100% believe that's going to happen. And I just don't think it's like the universe going to give it to me. It's my job to make that the most compelling story possible for John Cena. Here, Joe Hendry against John Cena, 2025. Sign me up for it. Now, the TNA Slammiversary pay-per-view takes place on Saturday. And in an interview with SI.com, Knockouts champion Jordana Grace said the following about the show. It's our first time back in Montreal in over a decade, and we're closing in on a sellout of around 4,000 people. That's the biggest crowd I've wrestled in front of TNA in over the past 8 years. And it's like, how sad is that? That, the biggest crowd in TNA over the past 8 years would be 4,000. I think it just sums up how far this promotion has actually fell from its heyday. The surprises are going to be even bigger than people realise. TNA and NXT do surprises better than any other promotion. I don't think anyone can argue that. If you're tired of accidentally reading spoilers, watch Slammiversary. Our goal is to make fans fall back in love with wrestling. I mean, do surprises better than anyone. It's like CM Punk not appearing at Survivor Series. Is that not better than what any excuse that TNA and NXT have produced the past couple of weeks? Now here, I love Joe Hendry's appearance on NXT in the Battle Royal, but at the same time, it was a bit flat the way they eliminated him, and I think they'll learn from it, and I think it was almost like a tester. It was like, right, let's see how, the crowd react to Joe Hendry, and let's see how the clips do, and they did well. But as for the surprises, I mean, who are TNA seriously going to be whipping out at Slammiversary? Chris Benoit. I mean, if they whip out Chris Benoit, I'll hold my hands up and admit that, you know what, I got it wrong. They are full of surprises. God damn it. Now, Nick Nemeth was talking about Slammiversary. There's a lot going on about Slammiversary. He was doing a podcast with Darren Pulsrowitz, and he hyped up the event. He says, this is something I'm genuinely excited about, not just Slammiversary, not just the match I'm in this card and this more for TNA. It's a really special thing with Matt Hardy showing up, Jeff showing up. It's really exciting for me looking up and down this card and everyone being excited about it. The really cool part is the roster's excited to have a big stage, and they really deserve it. The roster's earned it. I've only been there 6 months, whatever it is, but watching all these, some solidified main offenders and a lot more young and up-and-comers who've earned this spot on the card, I'm really excited for them, because TNA, this could be a special moment. This could really be jumping over a ledge here for the company. Every match is going to try and outdo itself. I mean, TNA doesn't have main offenders, right? It's got people who, if booked correctly, could re-become a main offender, or, Dolph Ziggler, once upon a time, did main event WWE with title matches. Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, absolutely. Joe Hendry, I think's got the potential, but, apart from that, who have we really got? Tommy Dreamer, Tommy Dreamer, if he wasn't getting shafted, could potentially, but what do you guys make of Slammiversary here? There was a lot to talk about there. Surprises, big talk for the future. I don't know. I think the TNA revival, the beginning of 2024, has almost fell flat. It's not. It's flatter to deceive. It hasn't really done anything for me. At the end of the day, as we talked about like 6 months ago, it was just a name change. It's nothing more. That's what we said. And like, flash forward a couple of months, half a year, whatever. It looks like it was just a name change, and sometimes that's just the reality that we live in. And I don't think TNA is producing all that good of content. I mean, they've brought names in like Nick Nemeth. I mean, the Hardys are back. You've got Joe Hendry doing some good stuff, and they have got the whole NXT partnership, so that's going to help them long term, obviously. But I think I'd be lying here if I said TNA was doing an absolutely unreal job. But anyway, Saturday night, Collision or Slammiversary. I'm leaning towards Slammiversary.